Hi. Innovation. Funny thing, really. See, as defined by the organizers of the event, it's something revolutionary, something that completely changes the way we live. Something as simple as the ability to fact check religion and to see if Jesus is real or not. The Wright brothers thought so too, right? So they read up on this guy called Isaac Newton and his gravitational law. Ugh, yuck, I know. So they read up on it and they thought, what if we just ignore everything this guy said and just go up? Which they did. And from that point, they practically invented flying. That is the story that we have all been told. But did you know, right, that both of the Wright brothers never got married? They were too busy fighting lawsuits. Honestly, they could have called Saul, but whatever. They were too busy fighting lawsuits, working, never got married. Look, it happens. But you know who else did get married though? That's right, the inventor of soap, S-O-A-P, soap, right? Because imagine back in the days, right? Back in the days of public bathroom, and I'm not talking about those that just pop up and you get your privacy. No, I'm talking eye-to-eye action when you're doing your deeds. Back in the days where smart women were either burnt or praised to godhood, essentially, you, a mere mortal, get to go around and act like this. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you don't know who I am? That's a shame, really. You know I invented hygiene, right? Yeah, that's right. He's me. I'm him. Women, knowing that fact, would just line up to be your wives. But of course, in modern society, it might be a little questionable when it comes to morality. Unless you happen to be that one particular Indian guy that has, 54 wives? Did y'all see that interview? He got 98 children? What job is he doing to feed all those mouths? So, clean, the term clean, it's subjective, right? Because again, back in the days, when showering in river water, hoping that nobody pissed upstream, it's considered clean. Why the need to invent soap in the first place? Let me take you down a history lesson. See, in the ancient Egyptian days, that's right, the same people who played Barbie with dead bodies and built giant sandcastles for fun invented hygiene. What's up with that? Now, to be fair to our brothers and sisters down the Nile River, they are extremely brilliant, smart, and invented many things that, by definition, revolutionize the world that we live in today. For example, and I quote, non-alien contraptions that helped them build giant sandcastles. Sure, very believable, by the way. And did you know they also invented Sundays, or the calendar, to be more specific? Which, when you think about it, it's a little paradoxical, because Rome wasn't built in a day. And you know damn well, so does the sandcastles, right? So why give them a Sunday off? Why give them a day off? Make them work 24/7, right? Get to work. I feel like there's a lesson there for modern day corporations. But of course, modern society has evolved much since then, right? Things happen, several wars, yada, yada, yada. And we're at this point in society where there are seven separate brands of the same shampoo. Right? Imagine walking down the aisles in the supermarket, right? You're looking for shampoo, okay? Normal type. Mint, oh, okay, I'm feeling spicy. Normally those goes into food, but sure, let's just put it on my hair, why not? Oh wow, deluxe? Okay. Not sure if the quality is the same, the price a little higher, I don't know about that. Oh, premium, okay. You're just doing a 15% upsell, like come on man, try better. Boss? I'm sorry, that's just a noun for premium, like what's going on? And then you get stupid stuff, like Max Fresh, it's just two words mashed together. Who is naming all these? Because whatever they're smoking, I want some. It's almost as ridiculous as condom names. But here's the thing about shampoos and activities and items and anything you can think of. For some reason, society is accustomed to them being divided into genders. Right, here's what I mean, right? What do you think my favorite color is? Okay, I hear black. Okay, I'm not emo, but I appreciate black, thank you, but I'm not emo. Pink? Do I look gay to you? You see what I mean? Let's do another one. We reverse the role now. So, who here knows how to drive, or rather, who here does not know how to drive? Raise your hand. Okay. We got several pussies in the room today. You see how unnecessarily that was? It's just ridiculous. And I'm only talking on behalf of the men because, ladies, I apologize. Y'all got it much worse, right? Women have to go through a game show called The Price is Right. 10 to 15 minutes. They go through the ratio of liquid to price. They go through the percentage. They go through recommendation, triple speed video reviews to find the perfect bottle. And after going through all that, the result usually ends up in either A, you smell like a random flower, or B, you smell like you're starting up a company. And you know what's worse? They don't get the opportunity to use the shampoo bottle. Why? Because work is just too tiring. They would rather go to salons to have their hair washed for them anyway. Which honestly is respectable, considering how much y'all are going through. Honestly, a round of applause for the ladies today for, dealing with stupid gender roles, dealing with personal issues, work, study, pet if you have them, plants if you have them, pets if you have them, children if you have them. You have to cook, you have to clean, you have to work out. That's a lot of stuff. I don't know how y'all do it, honestly, doing God's work, right? But unfortunately, because of this, they don't got time, so they go to salons, which, by the way, is a really, really dumb concept for a barber. Right? Back in the days, before my time, before I was even born, barbers are places with like tube of white, blue, and red that spins around. And when kids look at it, they would see the American dream, essentially. And you go there, you get a haircut, and then you leave. That's it. And then you cry yourself to sleep because the barber messed up your hair. Nowadays, you get barber, still with a tube, an American, whatever. And then you get salons, which basically is barber 2.0. The only difference, is when if I go to a salon, people will just think I'm gay for some reason. But here's what I find interesting, right? Every time I go to a barber, this includes recently too, it's always at least two women having their hair washed. No fail, and one leaves, another one comes. It's like unlimited demand for some reason. And sure, innovation is amazing, right? It led us to many paths, many new ways to live, many occupations. But for some reason, during a point in history, it spawned a whole generation of service workers who specialized in giving head massage. the idea is ridiculous, but if there's a demand, there's a supply. So recently, I went to get my hair cut, and let's just say I was manipulated into getting a head massage, and they wash your hair and then they massage, whatever, right? I was manipulated. I would never do it again against my free will. Never. That was traumatizing. Right? Because here's the thing you don't understand. Us folks with glasses, these are our last defenses, okay? Humans are afraid of what they don't understand. And you can't understand stuff when you can't see them, can you? So I'm just lying down there like one of those Egyptian dead dolls, right? And essentially having glass removed, that's like being naked and afraid at the same time. And you know what's worse? The lady that does the head massage, for some reason, they're always very, very talkative. They would ask you questions. And I don't mean 24 questions to get one another to know one another. I'm not talking about those casual stuff. I'm talking personal. They dig deep into your lives. Oh, I get goosebumps thinking about it. So, let's just imagine this. I'm just lying there, right? And the lady would go, "How was your day? How old are you? You live around here? I'm sorry, you want my number too?" Like, it's scary for someone who is very socially anxious. But I am a smart individual. I have a game plan, right? I know what I'm doing. I know how to play my cards right. Let's just rewind. Watch closely what I did. So how was your day? Yes. Where do you work? No. You live around here, hun? Maybe. What was that? Nothing. Boys, do what I just did exactly if you want to stay single forever. But luckily for me, rather, she stopped asking eventually. And as I lie there, motionless, this is all I think in my head. Victory was mine. But it only lasted 5 seconds as I realized it was only 2 minutes into the session. What am I supposed to do for the remainder of the session? Like, I don't know how long it's going to take. So as a proud member of Generation Z, I whipped out my smartphone and I started scrolling. This is the first of many mistakes, right? Here's the thing. She, behind me, can see everything I'm looking at, everything I'm reading, everything I'm seeing, watching, whatever I'm laughing at. She sees it all. I don't want that, okay? I'm already naked and afraid. I don't want my privacy to be invaded too. Can I have at least something around the area? And then at some point, a spark of hope appears. A new chapter on a manga I'm following. I was thinking, great, finally, something that is actually fun, something that will drive me away from the harsh reality that is this place. So I pull up the website, which is the biggest mistake ever. Why? Because the moment I pull up the manga, she goes, "Oh, you like reading comics?" Perfect execution, laid up a perfect trap for me. Here's the thing. You may not think much of it, but I cannot be that guy that goes, "Actually, it's called a manga. I'm reading Jujutsu Kaisen. It's over your head. You probably don't know it. It just makes me look like a loser. No. My second option, which is what I eventually went with, is accept defeat and not say anything. And it's very tragic. I accept defeat, okay? I am no longer the smart guy in the story. I give up. I ran out of plans. I let her do whatever. And it was shameful too, because the new chapter lasted like 45 seconds. I still got, I don't know how long left, like 20 minutes, it could be 30 minutes even, I don't know. So I go back to cycling through social media. And eventually it did feel good at some point. Unfortunately, that didn't last long, because the moment it started to feel good, right, imagine my head in her arm like this, right? Please get up. That's what she said. And that left me really confused. I'm just confused. I don't know, like inside my head I'm screaming, what are we? After all we've been through, what are we? Right? But of course, she's not gonna answer, so I don't even bother. I just waddle my way, get out of the area. I sit down, have my hair dried, the usual process. I get out, I paid, I get out of there. Shame, traumatized, sad. My hair didn't even look that good. And I was just scarred for life. I don't know what to say. 10 out of 10, would do that again. So what's the moral of the story here? Don't ever get too comfortable when you're having your head bashed in. That's it. Okay? Don't ever get too comfortable. Always challenge what's normal. Apparently, bashing your head in while going personal. That's not normal. That's apparently normal, which is not. Fight against that. Okay? Seek to new frontiers. Abolish what is unnecessary, such as the salon. Get rid of it. And only until then can we as a society progress. And I don't know, maybe someday one of you sitting here will be an inventor of something so influential such as soap and get to brag about it. Who knows? Keep on dreaming. And thank you for listening.